stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Trygon courier. Close formation.
Form up and move.
Look, the beast changes its vector. Crush the ravenous broods beneath. Rally and relocate, brothers. Galaxy's got a door. Unleashing frag grenade. No foe. That silence intimidates my attack. Friendly fire.
It tunnels towards our position.
Resources acquired. Tyranid hit Astartes hit armor. You failed at ultimate. You failed.
Conserve ammunition. The Trygon is not our objective. Indeed, Meridian. Unless the Tyranid barrow devours the target, its extermination is not mission critical. Trygon assault incoming!
Tyranids dispatched and dismantled. This foothold is a bulwark against the Dharma. Watch for the beast. Rally and relocate, brothers. Tarry not and scatter not.
Considering the Trygon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to re-rack closer to Metrian's keep.
You heard the ladies, brothers.
There will be more foes to overcome, and we will succeed! Tyranid converge. Purge every last Xenos for the Imperial! Trygon in sight! This tide of Xenos is ending. We are.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
Lift while rotating positions.
Fresh magazine.
Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Something's amiss with the servo skull.
Iridium, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am... Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
A suggestion, abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta-6 if you ever speak to him again.
Let Magos Gallio do the big sales go. Tech priests designed this facility to withstand any assault. We shall pit the strength of the Trygon silos against its human construction. Nothing about that servo scar set right with me. Amigos.
You had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief caused by the main skill. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake, and your own. Understood, Magos.
That silence intimidates final hit. Stop that target from driving first warrior. So what's for psychic onslaught? Wretch! The crowd is lost. We're back, ready to deploy. Failed at ultimate. Fate.
The Tyranid's urges your flesh has bypassed.
This raven tunnels no more. Eradicate every last Xenos! Full spectrum. Borrower incoming!
The facility will be infested in moments.
Statis, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter ordnance with dispatch!
Charge detonated. Tyranids destroyed.
Melter charge acquired! Xenos biomass on scope! Place melter charges on the Xenos swarm station. That is the last of those equipment! I have a melter charge! Clear a path!
Xenos crawlway seared shut.
Keep scanning for signs of the Trygon. See your fucking mouth, fuck! Your hate. Honor our captain's colors, brothers! There is no going.
Inside the facility, you'll find Matrion cowering in her data enclave.
Galio, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, ignorant, that I must drag you back into the light.
Behold the truth of my faults. I am but a humble brain, patched into a mining facility, and nothing more. What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no threat to Galio or the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command terminals. Stand firm. I expect her to rout Xenos to assault your locus.
First console, brothers. Proceed to alien interlock of flag. Our boats shall bellow the zone boat's death rattle. Inserting rounds. Annihilate that Euro. For the Emperor! Crack grenade! Unleash! Reload. shall I plant this flag? Let it stand. Amplify our banner. One dead soul, closer to King Peace. Before the darkness falls, tell the hive mind we are coming. Banner unavailable. We crush the ravenous brood beneath our boots.
Commencing signal severance.
Cannot deploy the banner here.
Secure that console. Restore the generator with a power cell to complete our mission. Perhaps we ought to deploy BLADEGUARD in the future.
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted after the mind grows around us.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Mind does not forestall justice or temperance.
Futile, impotent waste of gene seed. You trifle with the only hope against the hive mind the Imperium has left.
Our banner awaits unfurled.
I will hold the console, leaving a disruption radius. Reclaim. Success! The connection is no more.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender claws of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my desires.
Silence, Metrian. Meridian, grab possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The asset does not seem to have anything left to say.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
That is heretical behavior. This guarantees the door to power. here! Banner, ready to deploy.
Rarely do operations have a clean exit.
This storm is unrelenting.
Glorious blood strengthens our resolve.
Load up! That is not all. Steal your minds! The fewer psychers these Xenos have, the better. Stock up! Our adversary wishes to use their assault. Deny them any advantage! Fill up on stins. Take all you can carry.
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. Trygon vulnerability data pushed to your displays. Meridian will eliminate the
Where shall I plant this flag?
Collapse their rancid crawling. Annihilate the entirety of this repugnant swarm! Filthy Xenos aberrations! Purge them all! Eradicate the Xenos crawlways with the melter charges!
Failed that opening. Faith. Assume your weapon malfunction. Guard yourself, brothers! Xenos assault! Watch for the leap! Cauterize and collapse, brothers! The thermal power of the Imperial will hold this infestation. Strike incoming, brothers! Ammunition here! Them, not me!
Suspects ready to scan.